and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're watching this, that's cool by me. Appreciate you tuning in here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It's Take the Points Day. This is Friday morning. Always try to do this on every Friday sports show. And today we're going to talk, actually, there isn't a ton to talk about in local sports. Actually, locally, there's nothing to talk much about. Then we'll talk a little baseball, a little Major League Baseball, get you up to date on that. I'm going to bring you up to date on soccer, at least to where we are right now as we stand, as I shoot the show here on Thursday afternoon. Also going to talk a little bit about the NBA. How often do you hear me talking about the NBA? Doesn't happen all that often, and we're going to do that today, as they just had their the big draft. Annual draft was held this week. NHL draft's coming up next week, this weekend. So we'll see if I can't come up with something for next week, as the gigantic semiquincentennial is coming up, right? I think it's a demi-semiquin. It's one of those. Demi-quintennial, semiquincentennial. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. But thank you again so much for joining today. It is, like I said, Take the Points, and it's just me again. There's nobody here. Nobody in the next. No co-pilot today, so we'll have some fun. What is going on in your community here on this evening, this afternoon, all week long? Who knows? Actually, I do have something going on all week long. Johnsonville Community Ruritan Bingo is tonight. That'll be at the Johnsonville Ruritan down there on 2nd Street in Johnsonville. You can't miss it. If you turn into town, you're going to find it. It's 6:30 to 9 o'clock tonight. They'll be hosting this. It starts at 6:30. You're going to play 20 games. That's a big night. That's a good long night for a $20 donation. You'll get 3 cards a game. Buy 2 or 3. Sit there and just go daubering all over the place. You can do that. You buy more than one, you'll be fine. Get 3 cards per game. Prizes will be given for each game. Also, going to have a blackout with the big prize of $100 at the end of the night. They'll serve food starting at 6 o'clock this evening, and they're going to have chicken strips, French fries, nachos and cheese, and dessert. Oh yeah. That'll be fun. Again, that's at the Johnsonville Ruritan building. What else going on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight, over in Irvington. Actually, this is one of them that I talked about being kind of a 2-day deal. The Irvington Homecoming, I think they started on Thursday. Tonight, they've got a bags tournament, live music by Fat Wallet. That's good stuff. Fat Wallet. Kids activity area will be free. 18 holes of golf, mini golf, laser tag, foam and a bubble machine, escape room, zombies, and a mobile arcade. If you want any more information, you can get a hold of Brian Spears. That'll be 618-292-7576. Tomorrow, Saturday, they are hosting, this is going to be Irvington Homecoming Day 2. They are hosting a car show. They'll have live music from 1 to 4 by Rick Runyon, and then from 5 to 8 by Eastwood and the Prairie Wolves. Don't want to miss the Prairie Wolves. Games and crafts, food and drinks, wings, throwdown, fireworks at dusk. Kids activity area will be free again tomorrow, and they'll have all that zombie stuff as well tomorrow as well. Again, those in Irvington, you know where that is. Just head west on 161. You can't miss it. You will not miss it. You're going to want to enjoy that. What else going on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, speaking of Friday, Saturday, how about the Edgewood Fest. It started yesterday. It started on Wednesday. They had their big 62426 day. Isn't that fun? Everybody gets to celebrate their zip code day sometime. And for Edgewood, it was on Wednesday. The Friday night, big community night, Smoke Beast was at the Edgewood American Legion. They had the country opry going last night, and at the Christian church, they had their big Queen pageant taking place. On Saturday at the big Edgewood Fest, it is a full day of stuff, including the Face Orchestra is playing the Fine Arts in the county of Effingham. They'll be playing at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Chicken noodle dinner, yum. That'll be at 10 a.m. also on Saturday, but that goes till 2 o'clock. And then they'll have their parade at 11 o'clock on Saturday. They will host the Red Racer at 1 o'clock, bingo at 2, horseshoe tournament, and plenty of other stuff going on there. The Southern Grit, the big band for the evening, as that'll be at the concert stage there at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Fireworks, all kinds of fun stuff going on in Edgewood. And then they'll wrap it up on Sunday with the community breakfast and the community church service. You can't go wrong with all that kind of action and events going on over in Edgewood. What else is going on around the area on Saturday? Well, folks are beginning to have all the 4th of July celebrations as West Salem is hosting their big 4th of July celebration on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. The Volunteer Firemen's Association of West Salem puts that on. It is America 250. They'll promise a weekend full of family fun, food, and fireworks there in West Salem. Their events kick off on Saturday, starting at 6 a.m. There you go. You could put in a full day going from just one celebration to another. 6 a.m. with breakfast sponsored by the West Salem Masonic Lodge, and that'll be at the Lumberyard Restaurant. You know where that is. That's on the north side of the West Salem Square. Activities throughout the day will include a big yard sale, a 5K run walk, a wiffle ball tournament, a parade. Music and food vendors will be set up at Centennial Park, and the day will conclude with a big fireworks display. If you have been to the West Salem fireworks display, you know it is a big one. It gets the whole season going, basically. And then they'll continue it on Sunday. Worship in the park, a cornhole tournament on Sunday, community lunch on Sunday, awards for the car. They'll have a big car and truck show. They'll start rewards for that around 11:30. Going to be a 50-50 huge raffle. It's all sponsored, again, by the Volunteer Firemen's Association of West Salem. What else on Saturday? If you don't want to go down there, there's actually a food distribution. Now, this is probably an entirely different thing. If you're if you're needy and running out of, need some food, Hoosier Prairie Baptist Church in Louisville, in conjunction with the Bethel Christian Church, they are conducting a free food distribution Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, at 9 o'clock at BG Distributors in Louisville. The food boxes will be available from 9 to 10, and items included are meat, dairy, bread, other grocery items, as well as the food boxes. Pardon me. The food boxes are prepared for anyone. No income requirement or age restriction forms to fill out. Asking folks to line up there on Main Street in Louisville. Pull up and they'll place the box in your car. I mentioned, let's see, we already got to Irvington. We already got to Edgewood. You want another one? How about Orchardville? Wabash will be at Orchardville. Actually, Wabash will be in the parade both at Orchardville and at West Salem. I haven't seen what the giveaways are this year. I know they're going to be pretty cool. Brittany and Clint have been working on the giveaways and stuff, and it'll be wonderful. I've seen the float Take a look. It'll be fun. You'll enjoy it. Orchardville celebrates their America's 250th anniversary on Saturday from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. The Orchardville community is set to mark with the Stars, Stripes, and 250 years of small-town life. That'll be at OCIC there in Orchardville. The celebration will kick off early with a 5K run. You could probably go from place to place and hit different 5K runs. That'd make for a tiring day, wouldn't it? As well as a flag retirement ceremony. The parade's in the morning. Parade's, I believe, at 10 or 10:30 in Orchardville. A variety of other events. Cornhole tournament, firefighter water fights. You haven't lived until you've seen firefighters getting the big fire hoses out there and knocking each other down with them. Yeah, that's good, clean fun. Motorcycle show, children and families find plenty of joy. Bounce houses, face painting, laser tag, a petting zoo. How about that? And a pedal tractor pull, all scheduled throughout the day. There'll also be bingo, volleyball, shaved ice, plenty of other stuff. Youth pageants. I can't even say all the things they've got going. Entertainment will be provided by Jay Barbary, as well as the Andy King Band throughout the day. Andy King Band, that is a great show. I've seen those folks in concert numerous times, and you will really enjoy the Andy King Band as they put on good stuff. What else is going on this weekend? Community events continuing on up in Effingham. Effingham Animal Rescue Sanctuary, EARS. They're going to host a free microchipping event, free will donation. You want to make a donation to help these folks out. On-site microchipping at the EARS office in Effingham from 10 a.m. until noon. No appointment is necessary, and there are no geographical limits or no number limits. No cost, but they will accept a free will donation. You're asking me, Bruce, what do you think you ought to give for the microchipping of my dog? $20. Give him $20. That'll get you registered. Should get you registered, and get the microchip put in. The dog or cat doesn't even know it's there. And we've rescued back some animals that have shown up at our house because they had the chip. It's a wonderful way. There was a cat. We found a cat at our house. Had been there for like months, for 4 or 5 months. Finally, we were able to get the scanner on it and got it back to its owners. The little girl couldn't have been more pleased as punch. Wonderful. Sacred Heart, up in Effingham also. The Sacred Heart Parish Picnic is on Saturday and Sunday. And it's their 56th annual. How about that? From 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday. And let's see, starts at noon on Sunday until 10. A race to the cross 5K, 1 mile fun run, games and activities for all ages. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. A flea market, auctions, good stuff. Let's see, talked about that. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen, here on this weekend? Today is National Chocolate Pudding Day. Each year on June 26th, National Chocolate Pudding Day gets folks all excited about this creamy dessert. This delicious food holiday provides a perfect opportunity to enjoy the chocolatey delight after a busy day. Children and adults alike love chocolate pudding and have for several generations. Usually eaten as a snack or a dessert, chocolate pudding is also used as filling for chocolate cream pie. And whether you purchase a ready-made or enjoying your own homemade recipe, simple delight will definitely help your taste buds, help you feel better. Historically, when do you think chocolate pudding showed up? When did chocolate pudding come around? Variations of it finally showed up of chocolate custard using starch as a thickener. But in 1903 edition of Mary Harris Fraser's Kentucky Receipt Book that took eggs and flowers. eggs and flour, being used for chocolate pudding. So there you go. So it was during the late 19th and early 20th century, basically, when chocolate pudding became popular. When did Jell-O introduce chocolate pudding? I could have gone my entire life. I thought I was alive when I thought I remembered when Jell-O introduced chocolate pudding. I remember eating Jell-O until I was like 5 or 6 years old. And then I remember bringing home one time the same little box of Jell-O. I thought, then I looked a little closer, and it was pudding. So I was assuming 1972 was when I was 6 years old and pudding became a thing. But no, it actually started in 1934. Who knew? They've had chocolate pudding since then. I would have loved Bill Cosby made it popular. Who knows? Yeah, how do you observe Chocolate Pudding Day? By all means, go out, find yourself. That's some good-looking pudding right there. How about that? What else is going on here today on the 26th, folks? This is National Take Your Dog to Work Day. Every year on the Friday after Father's Day, employees across the country take their dogs to work to celebrate National Take Your Dog to Work Day. It's a celebration of the companionship between canine and human. This hopes to inspire others to adopt from shelters and humane societies. There are numerous advantages and pros of take your dog to work, or at least pet-friendly policies. The number one benefit of dogs at work is a reduced stress for most employees. Employees who take breaks to care for their dog tend to be more productive than those who plow through their work. I guess that makes sense. If you're taking care of an animal, you're going to have in the mind to take care of your work, right? Sure. I'll buy that if you will. Let's see. Employees are healthier. Employees with dogs are healthier. And so are their dogs, because they're getting more physical activity. There you go. More social interaction for folks who bring pets to work. Dogs bring a morale boost to the entire office, and pet-friendly businesses can retain their employees longer and are more attractive to future employees. That is, unless somebody doesn't like dogs, which is fine. You don't want to mess that. Yeah, if there's somebody, you first check with your employer if you can bring your dog to work. It's there are many things you want to do. There's other things you need to kind of keep an eye out if you are taking your dog to work. You want to make sure there aren't any poisonous plants around, and you don't want dogs being able to get into chocolate, coffee, and onions and garlic and all that kind of stuff. This was actually, that's an old poster from 8 years ago. But so what would this be? The 28th annual. This started in 1996, so this is actually the 30th annual Take Your Dog to Work Day. I take it back. It started in the United Kingdom in 1996, started in the United States in 1999. So it is the 28th National Take Your Dog to Work Day. That's cool. What else is going on? I'm going to skip one day. I'm going to skip to Saturday because this is such a good one as well. Folks, it's National Ice Cream Cake Day. Yum, yum. This each year brings two celebration favorites together under one delicious treat, cake and ice cream. And in the height of summer, an ice cream cake creates the perfect dessert for just about any occasion. Although the origin of ice cream cake remains somewhat of a mystery, there's no doubting that this popular dessert combines two big old classics between the classic summer treat ice cream and the time-honored celebratory cake. Ice cream cake becomes one of the culinary history's favorite combinations. They have been celebrating this for 10 years now, celebrated on June 27th each year. That is cool. What are you doing? What do you want to see on television today? What sports can I tell you about here on Wabash Catch TV today? Major League Baseball this afternoon, actually this evening at 6:10. The Mariners play the Gardeners. How about the Guardians? Mariners play the Guardians. That'll be on MLB Network Channel 357. And also on MLB at 9:15, Atlanta takes on San Francisco. Ronaldo Lopez versus Trevor McDonald. By the way, that Mariners game was Luis Castillo versus Joey Cantillo. What are the Cubs doing? Cubs are on Apple tonight. Sorry, can't watch them. They're playing the Brewers. Jacob Mizorowski's pitching for the Brewers tonight. We'll talk more about him later. Kansas City's the Chicago White Sox. Stephen Kolek versus David Sandlin. That'll be on CSN, Chicago Sports Network, Channel 353. And finally at 7:15, the Miami Marlins are at the Cardinals. Max Meyer versus Dusty May. And that's going to Dustin May. I guess the coach is Dusty May. Coach, you just went to Dallas. And the pitcher is Dustin May. Always been Dusty. Also, World Cup soccer today. There are 6 matches, and we'll get to those here in a little bit as well. Norway versus France at 2 should be maybe the best of the day. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It's our weekly Take the Point sports show. Hey, let's come back. Let's talk about... I'm going to start with the NBA draft. What do you say? Back in just a sec. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much. It is Take the Points edition. It's our weekly show where we talk about a wide variety of sports subjects. So we've kind of entered that part of the year where there's not a ton of different things going on. I'm just glad the World Cup soccer is going on because that gives me something to talk about. But we've got baseball and basketball. The Knicks won the championship just a few days ago. And like I said, the hockey draft is coming up. But NBA draft was this week. It was Tuesday and Wednesday nights this week. Here's what the first round on Tuesday looked like. I'm not going to talk about a ton of these things, but I'll bring up a 2 or 3 players here in each round that interesting picks, like Keaton Wagler at number 5. All the Illinois fans say yay as Keaton Wagler gets picked by the L.A. Clippers. He's going to go out there and I don't know if he'll even get to meet Kawhi Leonard. I mean, Kawhi Leonard hardly plays. The Clippers did tank last year, so they were in full on tank mode. They're probably not actually as bad as that team looked last season. So hopefully Keaton Wagler will get a chance to play. You got to remember though, Wagler's only like 19 years old. He is going to be, or heck, he might still be 18 years old. He is going to be. He's going to need a little time to fill out. And of the first 5 picks, he's basically the first one he's the first one of the draft at 5 that is not really NBA ready physically. AJ Debonsa coming out of BYU, going to the Washington Wizards. He'll join the last year's draft pick. What was it? Oh golly, I see his face and my brain's cramping. But that is probably going to be Debonsa's team out there. The Wizards are an odd story. They have 2 or 3 guys that I don't even think are going to continue playing for them. They traded for was it Cade Cunningham last year and not Cunningham, he plays for Detroit. The other guard that played for Atlanta traded for him and never played him, as they were in full-on tank mode. All these teams were basically in tanking mode. Interesting pick, Merez Johnson. I mentioned Dusty May going down to coach the Dallas Mavericks. That's kind of a reach at number 9 for Merez. The 3 Michigan big men going 9, 11, and 12. That's kind of interesting. Everybody figured that Lindeborg would go before Mara and Johnson. Well, he went before Mara, but not before Merez. But you got to figure that the Dusty May knows more about Merez than anybody, and that's why he picked him. Interesting also, as you look down, Jaden Acquaintance, that's the kid who was to play for Kentucky last year. I don't think he played much. And also, interesting, Cameron Carr there at number 24. The Lakers traded up 1 spot to make sure that they were able to get Cameron Carr from 25 to 24. Those of you who are long-time Southern Illinois basketball fans, you remember Chris Carr played for Southern Illinois. He was a Saluki 30 years ago. 30 years ago, Chris Carr was a Saluki. He was terrifically successful at SIU and went on to play about 6, 8, 10 years in the NBA. That's this kid's dad. That is his dad. That's Cameron Carr's dad. And Cameron Carr played at Baylor. Chris met Cameron's mom toward the tail end of his career. He was a player for Minnesota. She was a Minnesota Timberwolves cheerleader. So there is some athletic ability in that family. That's how you get to. That's one way you can get to be a first-round draft pick. So congratulations to Chris Carr's kid, Cameron Carr. You'll take a look at round number 2. And is anybody jumping out at you here? There are 2 or 3 interesting drafts. I love Bruce Thornton at number 31. I thought Bruce Thornton was one of the strongest guards in college basketball last year for Ohio State. He will play. He will play for Atlanta. He'll play very well. Pardon me, for the Rockets. He'll play very well for the Rockets. You look down at number 38, Braden Smith, the point guard out of Purdue, maybe the shortest player taken in the draft this year. He is about that tall, and I'm kind of surprised that he went that high. I'm really surprised he went before I keep wanting to avoid being a homer and saying Kylan Boswell, but Kylan Boswell, I thought was a better player, better pro prospect. But Braden Smith can pass. Also, going in the second round there, kind of surprising. I was really surprised Nick Martinelli got picked down there at number 55. He'll be playing for the Clippers along with Keaton Wagler. You can't say the Clippers didn't go out and get offense, because Nick Martinelli doesn't play defense. He is a great offensive player, but and he can shoot. He can shoot the mid-range. He can shoot long. But he is not athletic, and he doesn't play fast. But go Clippers, go if that's the direction you're wanting to go. So yeah, Trey Kaufman-Renn, also out of Purdue, goes into the in that draft. So an interesting first round, you really have to say. And then, well, here's a kind of a little better look at the top group, as DeBanza and Darren Peterson. They're the top two pictures. DeBanza in that's AI pictures of DeBanza and Peterson. The interesting thing about Peterson is folks don't know how much he'll play. He only played like 20 out of his scheduled 38 games at Kansas last year. Is that going to affect him this year? Who knows? Did they finally figure out what the problem was? Somebody said they figured out that he was taking allergy medication incorrectly, and that was screwing up the rest of his body. I don't know what happened to him, so we'll keep an eye on that for the number 2 pick for the Jazz. But and by the way, also last weekend we had the U.S. Open. You know how I am on this show. I want to show you if we did well. We had our picks, the Take the Points picks for the U.S. Open. There they are. And I got shut out. I shot craps. So my $20 was gone, but everybody else got a little bit of money back. Nobody won anything, but Weeze only lost 70 cents. That sounds like he's the king of the road, as Jamie and Lucas both got paid $12 on all their bets. Hey, Wyndham with a great win last week. Nobody expected it. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk World Cup soccer right after these. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's talk a little bit about the World Cup. Have you started watching the World Cup? It's been going now, a couple of weeks. It's that's the thing. I've been talking to people. People ask me, they'll walk in to my house or walk into my office and they'll see that I've got soccer on TV, and they just kind of look at me funny. They, Bruce, what are you doing? Why are you watching soccer on TV? And I got to tell you, I'll tell you what I tell them. It's fun. It is fun to watch these guys guys run around basically wildly on the. It looks like they're out of control, but there's apparently a plan somehow, and it's a lot of fun. And these guys are able to kick the ball unlike anybody else can do it. It's fun to watch. It's been. There are some good storylines. It's been fun to hear the stories about the visitors from across the oceans coming over to enjoy the glory of the United States and North America, Canada and Mexico also hosting. So it's been a good time. We're about a little over 2/3 of the way through the group rounds, and of course the whole thing ends on July 19th. But we're only about 3 weeks to go in the whole tournament. But this is Thursday afternoon. Here's what the thing looks like. Here's what it looked like starting, and that is the World Cup guide without anything filled out. Here's what the World Cup guide looks like when you actually start filling it out. If you can't see it, because they're kind of small writing, I'm keeping track of every game played. My wife calls me a super nerd for doing this. And then I also have the teams put in there in the round of 32 where they are going to be playing. I'm keeping up with this. I'm getting ready for it to turn into the NCAA style bracket system. 9 teams have already qualified and locked in spots. There are going to be another 24 teams or 23 teams to come. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having a ball doing it. Who will be the other 24 teams? 23 teams? Well, here's what it looks like right now. The knockout bracket. That's what they call it instead of like a tournament bracket. It's the knockout bracket. You can see Germany and South Africa, Canada already have their spots. The United States has their spot. With a little bit further diving in, here's what the top looks like. As you've got Germany is locked in their spot. They are playing the winner of the Paraguay-Australia game, or third place. They're playing a third place winner, and this is there you have the probabilities of who is going to be playing in that group. The wild thing to me is that Germany, if they win once in the round of 16, they would be playing probably France. That is a titanic battle in the round of 16, not even in the quarterfinals. They would get France in and you say, Bruce, how come, well, I can tell you, I can show you they're both top teams. There's the World Cup, the betting lines. Germany is like the 8th pick. France is the favorite. Bruce, how are they having to play each other in the second round of the knockout round if that happens? These are drawn. This is basically like these are drawn out of a hat, like they pick horses to go to where they set them in the Kentucky Derby and stuff. This is all the placements of the teams are set beforehand, and then their people are drawn and set into whatever groups. It was just luck of the draw, or for one of those two teams, bad luck of the draw. Okay, so you've got France most likely going to play Germany in the round of 16, but Germany most likely to play Paraguay, I'm guessing, or Australia. Canada and South Africa going to be playing each other. That's going to be in LA, and that'll be next week. Then you have Morocco taking on most likely the Netherlands. Also, Ivory Coast playing right now as I'm shooting this, most likely going to be playing Norway. Brazil is advanced. And then you look at the bottom where the United States are. The United States, 99% chance of playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. That all depends on what happens throughout the rest of the day and the rest of tomorrow. It's a 99% chance that they'll be playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also, interestingly enough, Argentina already through. They're most likely gonna play Cape Verde. Cape Verde with a big win, and you say, Bruce, everybody else is calling that Cape Verde because, well, it's Spanish, Verde, Spanish for green, Verde. That's the word, but that's not how they pronounce their country. If you hear interviews with people from the country, they call it Cape Verde. I call it what they call it. That's what I'll do. So yeah, you have that. Then you have the Switzerland. Swiss already clinched, and they're going to be down in that group without any real gigantic competition until they get to the round of 8, till they get to the quarterfinals. Kind of the same thing for the United States. Everybody else in the U.S. group is beatable. U.S. looking like they have a really good shot. I'm going to knock wood 5 times saying that, but the U.S. looking like they have a really good shot. We're going to come back, talk a little bit more about some of the players. What else did I have here? Oh yeah, Golden Ball. We'll come talk about some of these players when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We're talking World Cup back right after these.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Let's talk about, okay. You can watch this or not. I don't care. I mean, I'm just, and I'm not trying to justify me watching it, but it's a lot of fun. I've had people tell me that, Bruce, I don't want to see that. It's boring. Well, that's fine. If you're bored by it, by all means, take a nap during it, and then whenever somebody scores and the big roar goes up, you wake up, you look at the score, you see somebody kicked it in. That's pretty cool. You see all these beautiful green fields. It's a lot of fun. That's just one person's opinion. Who is playing? But another way that you can get into it is find a favorite player or a favorite team to root for. I've given you a few fun teams. That Cabo Verde team's a good fun team to root for. They're not going to win it. You've got teams like Spain, France, and Argentina, last time's winners. And a few other teams with the better chances to win. Knowing a few of the players from some of these teams is interesting. This fella there in the blue and white jersey is the best player in the world. You've probably seen him if you turn on a TV, you're going to see commercials with Lionel Messi on them. And he's going to score here. You can see he's being poorly defended by 5 different people, and he's going to kick to score. He leads the world in the scoring in the World Cup career. He's scored 18, 19 goals now in the World Cup, and he's 38 years old. Lionel Messi, he is a lot of fun. He's the best player on Argentina. He's been the best player in the world for years. The question is he anymore? Who knows? It might be this fella. The guy in the blue jersey there is Kylian Mbappe, and he just scored as well. And he's pointing over there. He's pointing to the guy who sent him the pass. Mbappe has 4 goals in 2 matches, and he's only like 28 years old, or maybe 27. You know how I said that Messi has the most career goals of anybody? Mbappe's going to get him. Mbappe's going to get his record because Messi is like 9 years older than Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe plays for France. They won back in 18, I believe, back in 2018. They're a fantastic, fun team to watch, and they can score. That's the other thing folks are telling me. Folks will say, Bruce, they never score. They score more than, you'll see in some football games. Like some NFL games will end up 15-13 or something like that. These teams are sometimes scoring now. They're averaging actually 4 goals a game here in this tournament. And that's even with 4 scoreless draws. But you can find something in those. Who else is good? Who else do you need to watch? This dude is playing in his very first World Cup. His name is Erling Haaland. He is from Norway, Haaland. It's the dude there in red. And he's about 6'5" tall. He is incredibly muscular and well built, and he's one of those kind of guys. Usually when you see soccer players, you see really short, low to the ground guys who just skitter around like water bugs, right? Skitter and water bugs. That's what Messi is. That's not what Haaland is. Haaland is a power player. He can. People will try to knock him down, and he ain't going. He just keeps going, and that's the fun thing. And he's got one thing on his mind. That's scoring goals. This guy for Norway is a ton of fun to watch. If you're looking for somebody that you may never have heard of, Erling Haaland. How about this fella? Sure, you might have heard of him. He's got a few commercials too. He is from England. That is Harry Kane. Harry Kane has played numerous World Cups now, and he would be considered, he's a top 2, top 3 player in the world as well. He plays for Dortmund or Bayern Munich, I believe. Either Munich or Dortmund, I can't remember. But he's fantastic. He's a scorer, and I keep showing you just people who score here because It's like football and basketball. Baseball. You like who scores. Harry Kane, outstanding. This kid there in the red shirt is Lamine Yamal. This is him scoring his very first goal in World Cup play. He is the future. He's 18 years old. Still wears braces, for crying out loud. And he is about as slick as they come. And there you can see the ball getting past the goalie, getting into the net. He's only played about a half of each of the two games Spain has played already. He's going to be playing more and more as the World Cup, as the tournament goes on. He's kind of getting over an injury, but yeah, he's fantastic. Lamine Yamal. And finally, you say, Bruce, give me an American to root for. Team USA, baby. Well, I could show you Christian Pulisic, but I'm not gonna. This is an outstanding, fun player. That's Balogun. Let's see, how do you say his name? Fullerin Balogun. He is plays for Monaco, but he's going to be moving up to the Premier League this year. He has scored a goal in each of the U.S.'s games so far. I like the U.S. jerseys, by the way. That's the red striped jerseys. Those are pretty cool. But Fullerin Balogun is helping keep the United States in it. Grab a guy, you'll enjoy it. Watch the games with the crowd, and folks get into it. It's a good time. It's an opportunity to have some fun. Let's talk a little bit of baseball. Speaking of boring sports, baseball. We're going to talk a little baseball when we return. You're watching Big Talk. Back after these.
This is Christy inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Guten Tag, Damen und Herren, willkommen. What is hola in Spanish? Hola. See, I can't remember ladies and gentlemen in Spanish. I couldn't. But we've been doing all this worldly stuff. I figured I'd help you out. Let's talk a little bit of baseball. And baseball season almost a halfway right now. You could really start making some decisions about who's good and who's not. Here in the American League, the Yankees holding on against the Rays. Rays nearly on Thursday. Rays were close to throwing a no-hitter. They went like 6 or 7 no-hit innings against the Royals and ended up giving up a couple of runs. But the Rays are pretty tough. And then you have the White Sox and the Guardians over 500 in the Central. You have the Mariners barely over 500, and this was, I think this was taken before the Pirates beat them. So Mariners are actually 41-41. They're over halfway through the season. I think they're just about one of the only ones that have actually played that many games. But that's the American League as it looks right now. Taking a look at the National League, I tell you what, the Cardinals, they sniff around 10 games over 500. They give it a sniff. They sniff, they smell, and then they say, I don't really feel like doing that. Yeah, the Cardinals, every time they get to near 10 games over 500, they kind of go into a little swoon, and that's what's happened again. They've lost 4 out of their last 10, or lost 6 out of their last 10, pardon me, whereas the Brewers and the Cubs have won 7 out of their last 10. So that's how the Cardinals have come back, and the Cubs about to pass them again, It's kind of, the Cubs, have they put it together going to New York and playing the Mets? That's a possibility. The Mets might have gotten the Cubs right because they have been a little different team. Well, they woke up Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson for the Cubs is going to set a record Thursday night. Possibly. If he gets one more RBI, it'll be the most RBIs for any Cub in any series in their career. He has 15 RBIs in 3 games. Whew. That's and he came in batting 183. How in the world the Mets let that happen? I don't know. But yeah, there you see the Brewers way out in front. You've got the Phillies playing catch up to the Braves. They might catch them. Phillies have been playing fine baseball. Braves not so much the last week or two. You have the Dodgers and the Padres there. Dodgers have overtaken the Braves as the top team in the world right now, and the Dodgers don't look like they look like there's going to be no stopping the Dodgers as they have been playing fantastic baseball. Taking a look at divisional betting. Well, I showed you those Guardians and White Sox are pretty close, but everybody looks like the smart money's on the Guardians. The Yankees and Rays weren't that far apart, but the Yankees are the pick to win, and the Mariners are the pick to hold on against the Rangers and the Astros. Here's what the National League looks like. The Brewers finally being recognized as prohibitive favorites now in the National League Central. Cardinals 18-1 to come back and win the Central. Yeah, that's just about out the door. I'm kind of surprised that Phillies are that close at plus 275. That's a little surprising. And then you have the Dodgers prohibitive favorites out west. Whew, they are something else. The other interesting thing I wanted to make sure that you saw, have you noticed that J.J. Weatherholt starting to get a little bit of respect? And now he is the top pick for the National League Rookie of the Year. This just happened in the last week or two. J.J. Weatherholt is the betting favorite right now for the Rookie of the Year. He overtook Sal Stewart, and Bryce Eldridge is out in San Francisco. He's pretty solid, but halfway through the year here, this might be a thing. The Cardinals haven't had a Rookie of the Year since maybe Albert Pujols. Yeah, that would be really cool. One other one to show you. I was going to show you the Cy Young. The Miz up in Milwaukee at minus 167. 30-1 on Shohei Ohtani. Boy, that's tough. You hate betting against Shohei for anything because he's like 3,000. He's minus 3,000 to win the MVP. Folks, thank you so much for tuning here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Here, I do appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week. Got a batch of new shows back. We'll be back next week. Have a great weekend. See you.